run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work the middle, hey, work the middle, work the middle, hey, work.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and down inside the 10 at the 9. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 69 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Butker's kick here is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And 7 at the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The 16-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Kansas City.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Third down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs 3.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chiefs are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Ravens 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
James Crochet on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Ravens 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson going for it all. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. To throw again is Jackson. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go. All right, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Finish it on.
Again, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game. then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back them up 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Ravens 17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Forward with the option right. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 21. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. He was trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
It's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Check, cross, check, 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 check.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 64 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
4-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. And quickly to Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience?
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man to steal it. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Switch. Like 56.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo
Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about...
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs nothing. To kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop.
In a really tough spot.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now on first down, Mostert stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good play defensively. It'll be a loss of 1. Second down coming up. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, 49ers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, with no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll roll him out right, airing it out deep for Woods. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. He's going to air it out deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 64 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And it will be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyler Matthew. And they'll have the football deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
First down, Kansas City.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right in there every now and then.
He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by one Thornhill. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.